Good morning, everyone. I hope you had an excellent summer, as did I. Thank you for joining me for our in-person meditations, if you did, around the city of Calgary. It is now cooling off, so we are getting back to our weekly meeting online at Sunday, 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time. I may have to move that time, but I'll be in touch with everyone. Okay. Um, Again, we are beginning the 7th season of Calgary Mindfulness podcast. So, yay, that's pretty exciting. And just a quick reminder that your questions and contributions are absolutely welcome. They will guide our practice each week. So, I do invite you to contact me by email at calgarymindfulness@gmail.com. Let's begin with a big exhale. And just sitting up straight, getting into the mindful body. If you've been with us for a while, you will know some of my terminology for describing mindfulness anchors and how to sit. So, looking for a posture that is straight and tall, but relaxed and comfortable. We can stand, we can sit, we can lie down. Generally, better if you are in a position where you won't fall asleep. And just taking several deep breaths into this position. Noticing where your feet make contact with the floor, where your hands are contacting your lap or hanging freely at your side. And just inhaling and exhaling. Enjoying this quiet time of commitment to you and you. Let's begin by listening. First, I'm going to notice the sounds that we personally are making. The sound of swallowing, breathing. My clothes are rustling a little, sniffling. And just stopping to pay attention to the little sounds that I make that I usually am not conscious of. So giving the mind a very little focus as we prepare to zone inward, tuning into the minutiae of this moment, and removing ourselves from the busyness of our usual thoughts of worry, planning, busyness. Inhaling and exhaling deeply as the mind and body slow down to enjoy this quiet, private time. We have nothing to do, no goals to reach, and this is only a few moments long. You can do this. You can develop the discipline and focus to do this. Just enjoying the feeling of expansiveness and ease as the mind begins to slow down. As we notice this universal constant of our breath. And always with gratitude for the wonder of the moment, the wonder of the breath, the wonder of this opportunity to have quiet time. Appreciation of these opportunities, of these abilities. And I can't stress how important it is to notice this appreciation now in practice and in day-to-day situations. If you find you're noticing something beautiful or you appreciate it, get in there, expand that, open it up, notice how you feel, what's going on. The more time we can spend in this attitude of appreciation, the better our lives become, the better our attitudes become, the more resilient we become for handling problems. We want this state of appreciation to be the baseline rather than a state of worry, a state of competition, a state of envy. It changes everything. It changes everything. Looking for this state of ease and appreciation, not just when we don't have any problems. We want this to be the baseline so that we have a bucket of resilience for handling problems. We don't want to be people who fall apart when we can't find our cell phone or when we have a small or large emergency to handle. We want to be resilient and thoughtful, planning rather than reacting. This is how. This is how we change our minds about the world. Let's expand, noticing the sounds outside of us. The sounds in the room where you're practicing. Maybe you're in your car, maybe you're on the bus, maybe you're lying down at night or in the morning. Stretching out your ears to notice both the sounds within and without. Straightening up the mindful body to be strong and relaxed. I hear my fridge. In a few weeks, I'll be able to hear the hum of the furnace, which is not yet on. I hear myself shuffling and breathing. And I notice my mind quieting. I notice the ease I feel in this freedom I've given myself to stop planning, worrying, optimizing. This is my mental mani-pedi, my mental little trip to Cancun. I give myself permission to stop worrying, planning, advising. A lot of that happens under the surface of the conscious mind. And so we have to pay attention to notice it. So we are paying attention and it feels good. It feels good to have my undivided focus. Noticing how much deeper the breaths are, how much easier I can hold the body in place. And inhaling and exhaling, always with wonder and gratitude for the ease of our little body opportunities. I don't have a cold, so it's easy to breathe. Hooray. Sometimes when my nose is plugged and it's hard to breathe, I'm a little frustrated. So that contrast gives me the ability to really enjoy being clear. And finally, noticing the sounds outside of the practice room. I can hear a bit of traffic on the street. I can hear birds. Just what a beautiful sound birds are. So many kinds of birds, all busy with their own special lives. I hear sparrows, robins, woodpeckers, magpies, and crows. The last two are quite a bit louder and traditionally perceived as more annoying, at least in my neck of the woods. Today, as we begin our 7th season, we're going to sit with the anchor of the breath, the body, and sound. That's 3 anchors. That's lots to keep us busy. If you find your mind is wandering, push harder for focus. Discipline. Do it. Don't wait for someone to do it for you. Choose better. Choose highest and best. You do this, you choose the focus, you apply the discipline, or it doesn't happen, just like everything else. Sometimes when people say to me, well, meditating's not for me. Well, yeah, that could be true. If you're looking to meditation for just relaxation, that is definitely a byproduct of discipline and focus. But you don't get that without the discipline and focus, right? And you don't get to meditate without being disciplined and focused. So the first byproduct of meditation is mental and physical discipline. Yeah, love it. And just listening, noticing, breathing. Am I able to keep my attention focused for longer than 2 breaths? Or do I have the attention span of a gopher? Do I want higher and better? Do I want this? If you do, focus, choose, make it 3 breaths, make it 4 breaths. And when you are distracted, as am I, come back compassionately. Come back with appreciation and wonder and gratitude for this opportunity, for this ability. If we come back punitively, we echo that hardness in the rest of our lives to ourselves and others, and we don't enjoy it, so we don't get the payoff of pleasure. Noticing where the body is not relaxed and continuing to breathe so we can relax the abdomen while keeping the torso straight and strong. Noticing how big and easy the breath has become after we spend a few moments focusing, relaxing, slowing down. You may be finding that the breath sits lower in the body. You may be finding that it's easier to breathe deeply. It's easier to relax the abdomen. Tiny victories, enjoy them. Allow them to fill our bucket for next time. As promised, I will keep these sessions to 15 minutes or shortly a little bit longer if I am distracted. So as always, take this practice with you during the week. Once a week is not enough. Spend a few moments in the morning sorting out your thoughts this way, slowing down your mind before you get busy, enjoying the stillness of your already slowed down mind as you wake up in a state of appreciation for the day that's coming. Notice our tendency to catapult into worry and planning and hold it off, bringing this strength, resilience, and ease to all of our planning. I invite you to do this several times during the day. Active meditations are just as helpful as passive meditations. So a passive meditation would be in the morning before you get up, or at bedtime before you go to sleep, or at any other time where you dedicate focus only to this activity. An active meditation would be while you're driving, while you're washing dishes, while you're riding an elevator or the train. And all of those opportunities are excellent areas where we can practice developing focus, ease, appreciation. So take advantage of as many opportunities as you can to invoke an active practice. For me, a really good one is while driving, because I can be pretty aggressive, and this helps me be more patient. It helps me pay attention to my own thoughts and behavior that are counter to what I want to bring into the world. And I choose other opportunities where I'm easily triggered as well to hold active meditation. Washing dishes. Instead of being in a rush, I can pay attention to each of my movements and be grateful for the ability to move, for the food that we have that has made these dishes dirty, for the abundance that I have that has given me dishes to wash. And it doesn't make my productivity any less. It just makes me less stressed out to be mindful and appreciative of the small moments of my life that are just as valuable as the big, important moments. I wish you a wonderful week. Please contact me with your questions and thoughts. I look forward to hearing from you. And thank you for joining me today. Bye-bye.